Alright, so obviously tomorrow is the day, Chapter 6, Season 3, Star Wars Galactic Battle. I already did a cinematic trailer breakdown if you want to check that out. This video is about everything new in Season 3. So how do we know this already? Well, they released the official blog, which is essentially the patch notes, and it is full of details. So I'm going to break down everything in here. There's lots and lots to cover, a lot of minute details as well that are going to spice up this season for sure. So here we go. First of all, they talk about the brand new changes to the map. This is the map right here. I'll read you this while you look at it. It says an Imperial takeover. Driving back the Imperial invasion will take every blaster and ship at your disposal, unless you feel a strong pull to the dark side. Either way, touch down at one of these new locations. So I already did a video covering this new map a while back, but they show us some pictures and a description of each. So I'll show you the image and read you the description. So first up, we've got the First Order base. As you can see right here, it says the First Order has claimed a mountaintop to house its imposing base of operations, which includes a hangar for repairing damaged First Order TIE fighters. There are 5 entrances, but its utility shaft is its main point of weakness and where you'll find the easiest to sneak in. Okay, so this is in the top right aspect of the map, the snowy region. Then we've got the Outpost Enclave. It says there's an element of danger to the Outpost Enclave, a boisterous hub of smuggler activity where tensions are known to run high. While you're in the area, check out the interior of the parked sandcrawler nearby. So this is in the bottom right aspect of the map. I thought that sandcrawler looked amazing, and that's this image right here. We're looking in the point of view of being in the sandcrawler, I believe. This is the Mos Eisley type Cantina region. Can't wait to check this one out. Next up is the Resistance base. This is located in the top northwest of the map. It says the Underground Resistance Command Center is shrouded in foliage, hiding the facility's location from any ships passing overhead. Here you'll find X-Wings and a ton of handy equipment for taking on the First Order's fleet. You can see an X-Wing in this image. We're kind of inside the location of the facility. Looks pretty good. And lastly, Vader Samurai's Solitude. This is on the southwest aspect of the map. It says Darth Vader Samurai has seized Shogun Solitude and turned it into his own personal fortress. Deal with his Stormtrooper Samurai guards and you may get the chance to challenge the Sith Lord himself. Ooh, so that's cool. He's going to be a boss on the map. This one kind of still looks like the Shogun Solitude to me. They didn't really change that much, from this image at least. But you can see the cool Death Star in the background. That looks amazing. I wonder what Darth Vader will give if you defeat him. Next up, let's talk about lightsabers. So it says, an elegant weapon for a more civilized age. The use of a lightsaber is the mark of a Jedi, though it's used by their sworn enemies, the Sith, as well. It's handy for deflecting blaster bolts back at adversaries, and you'll also sprint faster, jump twice as high, and have fall damage immunity while brandishing one. Lightsabers are not found, but earned. And then it says you must train in the Force or, just loot it off another player. So this is interesting because remember, one of the data miners and leakers said that lightsabers were going to be pickaxes. That doesn't look to be the case here. These are literally mythic weapons again. Well, I don't know if they're mythic, but they're weapons. Someone said that these are just like the baseball bat, but lightsabers. I don't know that that's 100% accurate, but yeah, they function kind of similar. Sprint faster, jump higher, fall damage immunity. So that is kind of like the baseball bat, I guess. But instead of hitting home runs, you can deflect bullets, which is what they've always done. So then it says, find and train with Hologram Ray to earn a blue lightsaber and learn Force Push, which shoves everything in front of you. If you're of a different persuasion, train with Hologram Emperor Palpatine to earn a red lightsaber and earn Force Lightning, a shocking new way to deal damage. So Force Push was amazing. I use that all the time. It's brilliant. You can push people flying into the storm and they can't get back. It's amazing. Force Lightning, I don't know how strong this is going to be, but we've waited for this for an eternity, and we finally get it, as demonstrated by Darth Jar Jar Binks. So then it says, to use any of these Force abilities, you must have a lightsaber equipped. Any will do, it doesn't need to be the one you earned in training. Force abilities are tied to you and not your lightsaber, meaning that players who loot a lightsaber from an enemy or find one on the ground will not receive a Force ability with it. So if I have the Force Lightning and someone kills me and they pick up my red lightsaber, they don't have Force Lightning, they just have the lightsaber. That's what it means. So then it says, defeat Darth Vader Samurai to earn a different red-colored lightsaber and learn Force Saber Throw, which flings your lightsaber directly in front of you like a dangerous plasma boomerang. Okay, I guess that answers the question on what you get if you defeat him. So a different red lightsaber is cool, but the Force Saber Throw, I don't think that's very good. We kind of had that in the past. I never really used it. Not my favorite. So then it talks about all the new weapons. So it says, as far as non-lightsaber weapons go, it's blasters only on day 1. So this is huge. There are no Fortnite weapons on day 1. So no assault rifles, no shotguns, no SMGs, no pistols. All your Fortnite weapons are gone. It's blasters only. Now that may sound like a bad idea, but number 1, it's only for day 1, or at least that's what it says here. Number 2, some of these blasters function like the shotgun and the SMG. So essentially, even though they're not the normal Fortnite weapons, you'll still use them as such. So we've got the reliable DL-44 blaster pistol, which obviously is a pistol. We've got the heavy CR2 blaster, which in parentheses says an SMG. We've got a close range ACP scatter blaster and a BARM ST-12 scatter blaster. So I imagine that's like the shotgun because it says close range. A close to medium range DLT-19 blaster rifle, a long range IQA-11 marksman blaster rifle, an all-purpose A280 CFE blaster rifle, and then 3 unvaulted items which we have had before: the highly accurate DC-15 heavy blaster rifle, the Empire Standard Issue E11 blaster, and the First Order Standard Issue F11 blaster. So Fortnite did confirm that other than the long-range ones, like the sniper and the marksman rifle, all of these are hit scan. So that's great. Where you point, where you click, that's where the bullets are going to go. There's no bullet drop. So that's interesting. Day 1, only these Star Wars weapons. I don't know what that means for the rest of the days. Are we going to get the Fortnite original weapons back? I don't know. Then we've got a new item called the Thermal Imploder. It says, though technically not a blaster, this one will cause a blast. Toss a thermal imploder and run away before its compression vacuum ignites for big damage, ripping a hole in any nearby structures. So it literally implodes. Next up, it talks about Captain Phasma and a medallion. Let's go. I was wondering if medallions would be here. So it says Captain Phasma is the commander of the First Order's Legion of Stormtroopers. If you can infiltrate the First Order base and defeat her in battle, you'll be rewarded with the mythic Captain Phasma's F11D blaster and Phasma's Blaster Medallion. The Phasma's Blaster Medallion extends how long it takes a blaster weapon to overheat and reduces its cooldown. And then in parentheses it says, cool. Okay, so not that good of a medallion. If that's the only one on the map, that's a little disappointing. It literally just extends the overheating period. Next up is my absolute favorite part. It says pilot a starfighter. The symbol of the Imperial fleet, the Imperial TIE Fighter, is a single passenger craft designed as an instrument of the Empire. Equipped with high-powered blasters, it could potentially be an instrument of your next victory royale. That is amazing. So these only seat 1. This will definitely be my vehicle of choice. I love the TIE Fighter. Then it says, alternatively, hop into the pilot seat of a nimble X-Wing and push the throttle to cover ground quickly. It's crucial to utilize its laser cannons, especially if you find yourself in an aerial dogfight. I wonder which one's going to be stronger in terms of the cannon. Remember, the TIE Fighter has high-powered blasters, and the X-Wing has laser cannons. So I don't know which one's going to do more damage, if they're going to be the same. I don't know. But it should be awesome to see these flying around above you while you're trying to fight on the ground. It's going to be awesome. Okay, then it talks about the updates throughout the season. So on May the 8th, so shortly after the season begins, it says, the pull of the Force. Sensing a disturbance in the Force, Leia and Luke will arrive on the island May 8th alongside renowned smuggler Han Solo to offer you strategic services. Speaking of the Force hologram, Mace Windu will appear on May 8th. Train with him to earn a purple lightsaber and learn Force Pull, which pulls in just about anything and anyone nearby. Rumor has it the Sith Lord Darth Maul will be around as a hologram as well, offering red lightsabers and teaching Force Throw. Pick up objects around you and throw them as projectiles. So as awesome as Mace Windu and his lightsaber is, I seem to recall Force Pull being the worst Force ability. And then Force Throw is pretty decent. So yeah, I would love the purple lightsaber, but Force Pull, again, if I remember correctly, was terrible. So that was the May 8th update. Then on the May 15th update, it says chew on this. Chewbacca's ETA is May 15th, and he's bringing his Wookiee bowcaster to the loot pool to aid the rebels. You'll also find the powerful C-87 Jawa Scatter Blaster in chests around the island, new to Fortnite. Okay, so the Wookiee Bowcaster I hated, I didn't really like it. The Scatter Blaster though, I don't know how that's going to work. That should be interesting. Then the May 22nd update is called Mandalorian Rising. It says on May 22nd, Mandalorians will intervene. You'll be able to recruit a heavy, scout, supply, or medic Mandalorian to your team and gain further advantage over your opponents with the unvaulted Mandalorian jetpack. Also keep an eye out for signature Mandalorian weapons, the Amban sniper rifle, and the new dual-wield Wester 34 blaster pistols. So the sniper was pretty good if I remember correctly. That was way back in Chapter 2. Dual-wielded blaster pistol sounds pretty impressive. Then on May 29th, we've got the Star Destroyer Bombardment. This one sounds amazing. It says on May 29th, assume control of a Star Destroyer's turbo laser and lay waste from above. A single portal to the Star Destroyer's control room will spawn every match. Be the first to reach it and the capital ship is yours. That is just like the Godzilla event. One portal, one person, and you get to literally control the Star Destroyer from above. I can't wait. So that week is going to be phenomenal. Again, May 29th on that one. Then on June 7th, the final update, it says the final showdown, Death Star Sabotage. Mobilize and take fight to Emperor Palpatine in a live in-game narrative event on June 7th. Never tell me the odds. We've got a live narrative event. That's voice lines, that's cinematics, all in one. June 7th. Let me see what day of the week that is. June 7th is a Saturday. Nice. June 7th, Saturday. Death Star Sabotage. So then it talks about the Battle Pass, and it literally tells us the order that people are unlocking. So apparently Apprentice Evie is going to be Tier 1. And then we got the Wookiee Team Leader. And lastly, the Tier 100 is Emperor Palpatine. So where is General Grievous in all this? Well, he's the secret Battle Pass skin of this season. So that means you will not be able to get him until later in the season. And then it also talks about a Porsche and Star Wars collab. So that comes out tomorrow night in the item shop. It's the Darth Vader Porsche. Looks amazing. And there's also going to be Star Wars Crocs coming to the item shop tomorrow as well. Then it says you can get a free loading screen by watching the Star Wars Tales of the Underworld early in Fortnite. Looks like you can do that tomorrow at 10 a.m. So you got to watch the first 2 episodes. So, I mean, that's cool, but that'll take a while to watch. And lastly, there's going to be some Twitch drops. You can get a free back bling as well as a free loading screen. And that starts tomorrow and it only goes till May 5th. So I'll do a separate video on that, so just to remind everyone. You got to watch for 45 minutes to get both for free. So like I said, that was a lot to cover, and I think they did a fantastic job. They don't mention everything always in these patch notes, so there could be some surprises or additional items or things like that. I can't wait. Sounds amazing. I hope the gameplay is equally as impressive as this blog makes it seem. So there you go. Let me know in the comments, what are you looking forward to the most? For me, it's piloting either a TIE Fighter or an X-Wing. I hope they're awesome. Reminiscent of Chapter 1, Season 7's planes. We'll see. So there you go. That's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like is always appreciated. And please consider using a supporter creator code. Mine is Tabor Time.